So not too long ago, AI, Allen Iverson, Chuck, whatever you want to call him, he turned 50 years old, and it's crazy for me to even, fathom that he's turned 50 years old, because he was the first person that I remember watching play basketball as a kid. He was the reason that I fell in love with, basketball, because he was, he was smaller. He wasn't as, he was athletic, but he was, freakishly athletic, like, the Jordans and the Kobes. But I remember him as a child, and he was, he had the cornrows. I wanted cornrows. My mother was not going for it at all. But it's crazy how I found out about him more so. Like, my sister, she had like a crush on him, my older sister. So I was like, who is this guy she's always talking about? I was watching it, but I wasn't quite watching it at first. But then when I started watching how dominant this little guy was, how he was scoring at will, how he was impossible to guard, how he was always playing the passing lanes, he was getting so many steals, he wasn't, the greatest one-on-one defender, but when it came to, gambling and playing the passing lanes, he was special. He was special at that, and it made sense because he played, cornerback in high school. On the football field, he was great at football too. So just to see Allen Iverson turn 50 is crazy. It's like he was so much for the game. He was monumental to the game. One of the greatest players to ever play, even though he never won a championship. It's crazy just to think of how dominant he was, and he won an MVP at his size with the team that he had. And he didn't, have the best team. He had a great defensive team, but offensively, he never really, had that great second option in his prime. So